Gas prices are soaring crazier than ever before. Inflation is here, and nothing is really changing from the average of the income of the working family. And these are real issues that we have to kind of talk about and have to address. No, I am not Mr. Pessimistic, negative person. I think you know who you're talking to. But it's very clear and evident that if you don't have a side hustle, a side gig, a plan B, a job, and a secondary job, you're probably feeling the heat right now. Let's talk about it. This is the ME Show.
Drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who will you see? Man, you better come get your girls off. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is high on 950. All eyes on me.
All eyes on the prize, money supersized. G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours. Believe it or not, in the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the
All
top.
eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who will you see? Man, you better come get your girls out. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your nights will be.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Ali Madawi with a brand new installment of the ME Show. And I am your host with the Avocado Toast, founder and CEO of Madawi Enterprise, the most eco-friendly company that you will ever do business with. We help struggling entrepreneurs to start, grow, and scale a business. And we're even going to be introducing a paid internship program for the youth as well. So we are so excited about everything that we have coming with our company, and kudos to you for being an entrepreneur and showing up. So let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know if you're watching in live on a replay. Drop it in the comments if you are an entrepreneur and you're proud of that, because today you are the solution provider to many issues and many problems. Hey, let me ask you a question. How much are gas prices in your neighborhood? How much are gas prices in your city, in your state? I mean, that's just the obvious one, right? The funny thing, and I'm it's not funny actually, the sad thing, and I'm waiting for it to pop into my memories. A year or maybe even 2 years ago, I did a quick live, and I started seeing inflation going slightly up, as it always has been. And I started asking myself, I'm like, I anticipate that, war or no war, gas prices will soar past the $3 mark, the $4 mark, and in some cases the $6 mark. This was a year to 2 years ago. And again, when it comes up, trust me, I'm going to be bragging about it. And it was a message to me. I said, hey, Ali from the future, just so you know you are a genius, just so you know inflation is going to be a scary thing, because you have inflation and deflation. So inflation is prices are soaring, they're going high. Deflation is the value of the monetary coin, or the dollar amount, or the euro, or the yen, wherever you may be living, is losing value. See, when that happens, the economy usually crashes. See, when there is no value in your currency and everything is becoming expensive, what ends up happening is the average consumer says, I'm gonna hold on to the little bit that I have because it's losing value, and I don't want to spend it on that one thing that's expensive. So I don't want to take the little bit of money that I have and spend it on the one thing. Rather, I'm going to hold on to it and try to just spend little by little. So what ends up happening is, by default, because of the consumer fear, people are not spending money anymore. And when people are not spending money anymore, again, the value of the currency starts to drive down. The economy starts to driving down. Now, eventually what happens? Companies starting to lay off, because when companies lay off because of lack of products, sales, lack of income or revenue for the company, they have to trim the fat. Well, where's the easiest place to start? Who are we going to lay off? And as they lay off, more people go into unemployment. When more people go into unemployment, the economy goes down because no one is spending money. You see how it's been happening. Now, this is not something that just happened weeks ago or 4 weeks ago when the war started with Ukraine and Russia. Just so you know, this has been a thing that always has happened, but over the last 20 years, it's been a rapid decline. Now, I don't care whether you are left, right wing, Republican, Democrats. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. I've been in the United States since June 20th, 2002. And when I came to the States, there was George W. Bush. And then after him, there was Obama. And then after him, there was Donald Trump. And then now there's Joe Biden. And everyone left it a little bit worse for the other. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some benefits and some people did good, some people did bad all along the way. Those are the different variables. But overall, if you look at a screenshot for over the last 20 years, it's only been getting worse and worse and worse. I'll even prove it to you. Do you remember when gas prices were less than $1? Was it like 20 years ago? Do you remember when you used to go to a fast food place and for like $20 you fed the whole family? Do you remember when grocery, right? Like every 3 weeks, maybe, or 2 weeks, $3 to $100 or less will be good for 3 to 4 weeks. And I mean, everything has changed. Now, what is the one thing that has not changed is the mindset of the workforce. See, the workforce is still under the idea that I'm going to get a traditional job and I'm going to be okay for a very long time, not realizing the inflation, deflation concept is happening with or without you. And eventually you're going to be a factor of the equation. Do I let him go or do I keep him? And unless you are in a solid, unbeatable, undefeated industry, and I think even that statement has been proved wrong because of the pandemic. That was like the ultimate, no one's seen that coming, right? So my question to you is, now what? Are you going to complain about gas prices? Everybody's dropping memes everywhere about gas prices. Everybody's talking about how it's expensive it is. I see a lot of let's go, Brandon. I get all of that. My question to you is, what are you going to do about it? Because I, per se, for myself, thank God, for the last 14 years, I've made a decision that I am not in need of a sugar daddy or sugar mommy. I don't need a president or vice president to feed me or give me anything. Now, I know that the government can make certain things easier, can create some opportunities. The stimulus packages, they've helped a lot of people. So many people who didn't need them shouldn't have gotten them in the first place. This unemployment craze got people to not want to go back to work. So there's so many bad things, but within it, I have a decision to make. And this is what I'm asking you. What are you going to do? The decision is, I am in charge. I will create my own economy. I will create my own defense. I will create my own opportunities. I will create my own income. I'm not going to lean or wait on anybody. And thank God there is more good than bad. You may not think that there is, but there is more good than bad. See, as low as the value of the traditional currencies, including the dollar, is looking like, the better the cryptocurrency opportunities are. And I know it goes up and down. People are, oh, Bitcoin lost $4,000 in one day. Yeah, but in a year, it increased to what, $20,000 plus? Do you understand what you're saying is not valid? What you have to do is make a decision of being responsible. What does it mean to be responsible? Is the ability to respond. That's what responsible means. So don't sit there and whine and cry and complain and blame the government and blame, this group or this organization. Take responsibility. You have a cell phone, you have social media, you have a free Zoom account, you can start a business right now. And I'm not even talking about network marketing. I'm talking about anything you put your mind into. I saw a quote from Ray Allen as he was inducted to the Hall of Fame. And he said, I take pride in my hard work ethic. I did not become who I am, and I did not make it to the Hall of Fame because of my talent, because I know many people who are extremely talented but had no work ethic. I showed up twice as hard as everybody else. I worked harder than everybody else. I put the time in and time out. I put more sweat and tears than anybody else. And that's why I'm a Hall of Famer. So do not tell me that you need to be talented. That is an actual cop-out. So I'll take me as an example. Came from a third world country, came say me no English, came working in a restaurant as a busboy and a dishwasher, right? That was the beginning. Here I stand behind you, ladies and gentlemen, making business deals all over the world because I've made a decision. The best compliment was after the show that we did yesterday, an interview that was sent, and it was a gentleman by the name of BJ. He and I went to high school, and he saw me, and he texted my brother-in-law Ricky, and he goes like, "Hey, is that Ali like Madawi? Like that?" I didn't know. He was like, "Yeah, that's my brother-in-law." He's like, "Dude, I remember him since we were in the basketball team, and I always knew he was, what I'm paraphrasing, but he was supposed to be doing something great." And I was like, "Man, that's my dude." Here's the thing: I was the Mino English kid who was always with his head down, just the traditional immigrant in the United States. And to get that validation, like, man, I always knew you had something in you and you made something of yourself, regardless to economies, regardless to wars, regardless to deflation, or regardless to inflation, you have to make a decision. Point blank, period. You have everything, all the greatness you desire right within you. You just have to go and act on it. Now, you may not know how to. Hey, we got your back. Go to iam.media right now. We help entrepreneurs and struggling entrepreneurs to start, grow, and scale a business for an average of $1.50 a day, literally. So there is no reason, no excuse. And no, it's not network marketing. We just provide tools and resources for you, and we work with you if we need to. And we have multiple coaches and strategic partners who will provide you everything that you need. But you have to make a decision. Like I got people like, man, I want to make more money. How much more money? $1,000. Can you afford $47 a month? Yeah, but what? You just said you want to make $1,000. If I give you $1,000 for $47, is that a good deal or not? And there's plenty of other opportunities out there. Go learn skills. Go learn how to trade. Like everything right now is through this thing. And it has been for the last 15 years. You've just been sleeping. You just have been living in the traditional, hey, that ain't gonna work. Remember when our parents said, like, what do you want a cell phone for? That's the brick thing that we had. Like, I don't need a cell phone. I have a phone in my house. People thought it was silly, right? Tablets. Why would I need a tablet? I have a computer. People thought it was silly, right? Everything now. Remember the streaming services. I don't need that. I have regular TV, and I haven't had regular TV in 5 years. What you need to understand is that you are falling victim for the excuses and the blames that you are carrying away with you and what society is putting as the norm. Nothing is normal anymore. We are the new normal. The weird is the new normal. The excited, the ecstatic, the differentiator, the game changer, that is the new normal. But the question is, why are you still sitting where you're sitting right now? Because when I drop from this Zoom or this live that I'm doing with you right now, the reality is you're probably going to go back to the same old habits. And guess what? No change means no change. So my recommendation to you is take a piece of paper and pen tonight and write down your passion, and then let's monetize it. Write down what you want. What, when you used to write down what you want to be when you grow up, go ahead and write a list tonight of what do you want to be when you grow up. And I guarantee you a spark is going to come from within you. And we've seen it over and over and over. I've seen it with my own sister in 6 months. She went from a traditional employee for a company working for a safety net to saying, I'm an entrepreneur and taking all over the world, becoming the VP of operations for our own company, developed her own catering business, having her own print business, advising people around her how to start and create their own businesses. Yesterday, she literally became the ultimate, my favorite motivational speaker. Some incredible quotes that she was dropping on us. So don't tell me you can't. Because Quintilia says, he who say he can and he who say he can't are usually both right. You just have to pick the one that you are excited about. So go ahead and make a difference. Go ahead and make a decision. Let's build businesses together because entrepreneurs provide solutions. Entrepreneurs provide solutions. When you're hungry, that's a problem. An entrepreneur says, I sell food. That's a solution. When you're sick, that's a problem. Entrepreneurs, yes, doctors are entrepreneurs first. Doctors, they say, I can help you. Here's a solution. They make money that way. So identify your passion. Identify the solutions that are out there. Heck, look at the problems that are around you and create a solution for them and watch how much money you'll start making in your pocket today. Worst case scenario, drive Uber and Lyft. You're in control. I appreciate you and I love you. Until tomorrow, we're going to be doing one quick session in midday for our IM news. And until then, have a blessed day, everybody. Oh, and by the way, IG Essentials. They're dropping within the hour. I cannot wait to hear all of your feedback about all of those Instagram essentials. We recorded our own phone, literally myself creating stories and just reels and just so much stuff. It was fun for me. I know it's going to be fun for you. I love you and appreciate you. And until tomorrow, have a blessed day, everybody.